Hey everyone, I hope everyone is having an amazing day today. And in this day, everything has gone your way and continues to go your way this day and each and every day. As I would like to share some positive vibes and love frequencies with thee. And I thank everyone for joining me today on this YouTube live chat, as it's an open chat. So say what you may, and I will respond accordingly as best I may. It's a beautiful Saturday night indeed. It's been a wonderful Saturday as well. We're having such gorgeous weather here. I love the fall. The fall and the spring are my two favorite times of year. Not only for the weather, but the holiday as well. Thanksgiving is coming up, and I love Thanksgiving. My absolutely most favorite holiday, I will have to say, because not only do I get to cook a bunch of food for those whom I love and adore, but I also get to see all of those loved ones who I care so much about, and we get to spend some great one-on-one family time. So, what is your favorite holiday? And what's your favorite time of year? Those are mine. It's not showing me the chat. It usually does. And it shows me who's joined. I don't know why. Let me see. I'll keep trying to click it. There it goes. Sorry, I had to activate it. My apologies. Hi, everyone. Hey, J-Man. Thank you for joining the line. I hope you've had a great day today. Hey, Valerie. How are you doing? I hope everyone is having a great day today. And this day has involved some sort of nature fix as I enjoy getting outside and vibing with the great outdoors. Hey, Joseph. Hi, Lance. I hope everyone's doing okay today. I got out in the garden and spent a few moments earlier. I have a little watermelon that's growing. Well, I have two, and so one is bigger than the other. And so I'm monitoring them every day because I want them to grow and have enough time before it gets too cool. And then I'd have to cover them or try to move them, and so let's hope that doesn't happen. Thank you so much. I appreciate all those sweet comments. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Lance. So sweet of you. I'm wearing my boots. I normally don't wear shoes, but it's boot time of year. It's boot weather. And even in the cool weather, I still go barefoot because I always like to be connected. Thank you. Hey, thanks so much, Jennifer. Also, I might have pronounced that wrong. Jen Gar Osu. I make jewelry, actually. I'm a designer, an artist, and all of my work is set in copper. Matching bracelet as well. Again, copper setting, and I do a variety of different gems and stones. I have a variety of those. Thank you so much. But I am quite into fashion as well, and so I'm always mixing and matching and doing different out of the box things with my clothes because I don't like to be boring and dull. Bye. Have a great day. Thanks so much for joining my live and receiving these positive love vibes. I hope to see you again soon because it's all about frequencies and energies as we are all one. I am single, recently divorced as of July of 2025. That rhymes. And it has a nice flow. You sometimes just gotta let it go. So, and I did. I am in Texas. Yes, I am, Joseph. Are you in Texas as well? Hey, Coyote. Yes, happily divorced. Very happily divorced. Very relieved, happily divorced. I knew him 3 weeks and married him for religious reasons, so. Oh, what part of Texas are you in, Joseph? I'm just outside of Houston. Ah, San Antonio. That's so beautiful up that way. I love up towards San Antonio and Austin. All of that's such a different scenery from where I'm at. We're very flat. And then I'm not far from Galveston, so then we have the beach. But that being said, I've traveled up that way, and it's quite hilly and begins to become a little bit mountainous. People don't happen to know, but in Texas, it's a quite a variety of land. There's mountains, there's desert, and there is beautiful greenery and mountainous. I think it's called the Blue Hole or something. It was up that area near San Antonio. I had went to when I was younger. It's so beautiful up that way. Um, Bryan College Station out that way. We would always travel that route, and so scenic and beautiful. Quite different from the Houston area. Houston is definitely more city. H-Town, Space City. And then I recently traveled down further south towards Mexico, towards Padre Island, and it was a rather enjoyable time. Houston is very interesting. I live outside of Houston, so I don't actually live right in the town of Houston. It's a little busy for me, and I prefer a little bit slower and country setting. And so I live on a 5-acre estate just outside of Houston, north of Houston, up towards the Lake Livingston area. Not in Lake Livingston, but in that general area, that direction. And it's growing rather rapidly. Oh, thank you so much, Kate. But I enjoy where I'm at because I have the perfect mix of still the country, homey setting where everyone knows everyone, and then I have the opportunity to jet downtown and be in Houston in no time and enjoy all of what Houston has to offer. And then just nice centrally located. Uh, Also, to where I can jet up to the country a little bit and, like I say, get that lake feel, that country setting, and get those water vibes, and yet still hop in the car and be less than an hour or so away from a beach in Galveston, and which I love the beach. I'm an outside person, and so the beach is one of my favorite places to be. Anywhere on the water is one of my favorite places to be. I do have children. I actually have 6 children. I had twins, and my oldest daughter just had twins, and they are 6 months old. So I'm so proud. I love all of my babies so much. I just adore them. Can we say what? Phenomenon dermatospecificandinosis? Probably not. But I can say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If you can say that, you're mighty atrocious. So I do know that one. Thank you so much. Oh, no, I cannot say that. That's not even a word. But I do like the challenge. Can you say that? Can you say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? I want to hear you say it. Who's that? Genu. It's a word? Well, what does that word mean then? Tell me what it means, Genu. It means joke? Wait, no, those are numbers. Letters long in total. Then that's not a word. Thank you, Joseph. A word is that's different. That's a language you can understand. We couldn't understand that. Protein. Really? What kind of protein? What kind of protein is it? Tell us, Gina. We want to know. That's more words we can't understand, Gina. Sorry, I apologize. You can say it. Impressive. It's a little tongue tied. It's easy. Interesting. And yet it's not a word either. And we don't even know what it means. Like the Ricky Tiki Tavo, No Salravo, Very Very Bishki, Perry Pimpo. Another one I learned, and it doesn't make sense. It's just one of those tongue twisters. What's that? The Sally sold seashells? See, I couldn't do that one. Sally sold seashells by the seashore. Yes, see? Ours have no meaning as well. A lot of our little things are just tongue twisters. I think they were to help to be help to improve your speech. Sometimes it works, like the little patterns. I really like those. I've shared some of those. And so the faster you get with the hand patterns and following them, the better brain activity and hand-eye coordination. And so they say if you start it young with a child, it helps with your patterns, and with age also helps with to improve your memory. And they even say, I believe Alzheimer's and dementia and all different types of things. So I have to look that up into the patterns, and it's very shareable to learn the pattern frequency too, because there's different levels. You start out with level 1, 2, 3, and the faster you get at memorizing the patterns, the better it is for your, like I say, your memory and your hand-eye coordination. So it's great, very impressive, and anyone can do it. I believe I shared it on my Instagram story, and it possibly will even show up on my Facebook story. I haven't checked. It's been a very busy day today. I have a very dear and loved friend who passed away, and so I have been with family and friends celebrating her life today. She was a sweet, gorgeous, darling person that we love and will miss very much, and treasured every bit of time that we had with her while she was here. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here with me. I think it interrupted my chat, and so I hope everyone's still here with me. I know it's still saying that I'm live, but it cut my live off a moment ago, and so I'm hoping it's still going. Let's see. Oh, so great. Hey, Coyote, thank you so much for letting me know it was still going. I usually have it on set to where it doesn't interrupt, but somehow it broke through. I'll be right back, y'all. One sec. Sorry about that interruption. I apologize. And so I was going to say, so I'm an artist, and so this here is also one of my creations. Y'all can hear that? So that is my music, and I created this for one of my live meditations because I do a monthly live full moon meditation. And so I recently begun doing that live on YouTube as well. That became an option to me, and so I went ahead and took it. Normally before that I would go live on Facebook for a full moon live meditation because I've been doing it for a few years now, and so also I'd go live on TikTok. And so going live on YouTube is something I just started here recently. And so it's such a pleasure and an honor to do so and to have the opportunity to be able to hop on and one-on-one go live with you, as well as do the live meditations. And so that is just one of my creations. I actually have several, and so I have uploaded them, and I forget because I have my one of my kids, Tyler. He helps me with all that as far as uploading and my music and my creations, and so they are not like for sale or available because I don't know how to do all that. It's just for my personal that I do with my meditations. And again, those are available on my YouTube channel. And so prior to the going live, I have just videos available that's been over the last few years that I've created the meditations, as well as the Facebook and the TikTok. But the TikTok, they're not available. The lives are only available for viewing during the actual live, and then the recordings are you're able to download, but a lot of times it's quite difficult to do that. And then you can download little clips to share on TikTok, and then same as Facebook. So unfortunately, uh, Facebook made it to where they also began deleting your lives within 30 days of the production of the live. And so if you didn't get them all downloaded within a certain criteria amount of time that Facebook allowed, the lives were all deleted. So a lot of those meditations, unfortunately, did get deleted, but a lot of them are, or a version of them are still available here on YouTube because they were pre-recorded meditations, as I would do multiple at one time. So instead of just doing one live full moon meditation, for instance, I would do 3, sometimes 4, depending on the situation, but primarily a live for the Facebook and the TikTok, and then a pre-recorded I would upload to YouTube here. So that's how it made it fortunate that those meditations were saved, and not the all the exact, because each platform I do something a little bit different and share a little something different per each meditation. And so now I just go live on all 3 platforms, excuse me, and so I don't do any other pre-recorded. But at this point, to my knowledge, YouTube does not delete any of the videos, live streams, or anything that you have uploaded to the platform. So the full moon live meditations will be available even past 30 days, unlike the TikTok and the Facebook. But again, Facebook, you're allowed to view the lives, but TikTok does not allow that. It's just viewing during the live only. Now, unless they've updated that and changed it, and I'm not aware of it, but as far as I know, they just you only get to watch the live during the live, and that's it. One stop shop, unless you catch a little skit of the live or the creator actually downloads the whole live. So that's a lot. Hey JJDM, how are you doing? I hope everyone's having an amazing day today, and it's been tremendous in every way. My apologies for rambling on about the platforms. I generally speak of positivity, and getting tongue-tied now, positivity and love vibes, and spreading love frequencies to all that thee encounter. Because there's nothing like a great smile from someone's eyes as they walk by. You don't even have to speak. A complete stranger can just meet eyes with you and smile, and it brightens your day. So don't forget how important it is to be positive and spread positivity to all those you encounter. Thank you so much, Coyote. I forgot I had to plug up my phone. Give me a sec. I need to grab my charger real quick. There we go. And change the projection just a slight bit, but this is still fine. Thank you, everyone who has joined me today. I normally don't wear shoes, but I'm wearing boots today. I have my blue boots on. So, and this is my outfit that I wore today with my boots. And I'm not gonna lie, I've had a hard time walking today because I'm not used to wearing shoes, and I'm certainly not used to wearing heels. And these boots have heels. So they're tall. Tall boots. Thank you so much, Coyote. And I would also like to remind you how important it is to get outdoors and vibe with the outside, because there's nothing quite like the great outdoors to restore and re-energize from the inside out. It has a way of vibing to our inner core and helping us to get some serenity and some peace of mind in this busy world. It helps you to center, to slow down, to focus, to get that one-on-one rejuvenation that we all need. So get outside and go hug a tree. Spend some time with some fish in the sea. Anything you can do, even if you just walk out on your own porch, sit outside and stare up at the sky, is some sort of connectivity with nature and the outdoors. And we all need that every day. We need to feel the sunshine on our skin and see some clouds zooming by, a little bird chirping as it flies by, some little fish in the streams as they're swimming by, just to help us restore all that we have stopped and forgot. It's like a stop and smell the roses, so to speak, because we all need to stop and smell the roses. It's what makes life sweet. And so I hope to inspire the desire in you to get outdoors and restore from the inside out with the great outdoors. Nothing like receiving those healing energies and frequencies from the trees and the little bugs and the insects. They call it I know the name. It's like I know my own. The Schumann resonance, I believe is the name of it. And so it's a vibe. It's a frequency. It's a home. It's a consistent healing frequency. And think about it. These trees they're ancient. Some of these trees have been here for hundreds of years. They're very old and very powerful and have such great healing energies and help to release toxicities that are built up within us, because the trees know, trust me, the trees know what you need. The trees are amazing. It's so sad to know that they're cutting some of those old trees that are ancient down. I've heard some horror stories, indeed. Rainforest trees and some of the big trees out in California, how they are lost to fires and to logging. It's such a sad destruction with ramifications that we are yet to even see. It's so sad to see them go, the ancient ones. But on a positive note, I hope everyone has some plans this weekend to get outside and absorb some of this beautiful energy that's available for us. The weather here is absolutely perfect. I can't express to you how absolutely sweet it is this time of year. It's almost like living in Hawaii. Everything's gorgeous. The weather, the sun, the little breeze, the temperature. It's such a great time. and a beautiful time because all the trees, the leaves are changing colors. And so we have such a variety of colors right now. How about y'all? Where are y'all at? Are your leaves changing colors or have they already fell? I know in a lot of places it's already snowing. Where are you from, Coyote? And JJ, where's everyone from? Are you in Florida? Oh, so you have similar to here. So you have the leaves that are changing color. We have yellow and purple and reds. It's so gorgeous. I took some footage of the trees earlier and how they're changing colors. It's so beautiful. I love Florida. I stayed there for a little while. So what part of Florida are you in? I was in near Pensacola for a while. And then I vacationed in Mexico Beach and in Destin. I love both of them. Destin has such beautiful blue water. I have a lot of pictures from there because it's just so pretty. It's all beautiful. But I haven't been to Florida recently since recent hurricanes. Actually, after I had traveled to Mexico Beach this last time, it actually got struck by a hurricane or a tropical storm and it really tore it up. They said a lot of the places that I had actually went to visit while I was there were gone. They got destroyed. And so they don't no longer exist. And I don't think they ever rebuilt a lot of them, sadly. Because that is one thing we do deal with here in Texas and Florida a lot. Are hurricanes, unfortunately. But I guess we're used to the hurricanes. So I hope everyone can check out my content that I have available here on YouTube. I would so greatly appreciate that. Oh, nice. Nice. I love my H-Town. Space City all the way. Such a fun place to go and visit and leave. I don't want to live there. I'm a near Houston girl myself, so I agree, Coyote. Near it, but not in it. I'm a country girl. I like my peace and my privacy. I like to be able to grow a big garden and fruit trees and have dogs and animals. I used to have more of a farm type here, and so I had goats and chickens and sheep. And yes, it is very straight, very flat. No hills, and very little anything like that going on unless it's a freeway entrance ramp. Not all of Texas is that way. It's quite diverse, actually. If you've ever traveled across Texas in the different directions, it's different in every direction that you go, actually. You run into desert, you run into mountains, you run into just it's almost scary. Scary the drive from Houston, say, across Texas, because I have made the trip from Houston to California or Arizona, and to go across Texas, it's traumatizing. It's an average of a 15 to 16-hour drive just to get across Texas. And it's barren. It's literally barren. There's no gas stations and things of that nature. So it's one of those situations to make sure you fuel up. And then, like, even in the nighttime, there's no lights like you would normally see on a freeway. Every so often, there's very large stretches of roadway that you see absolutely nothing. Nothing. So as a girl, you don't want anything to happen. And every time I've traveled it, it's been pretty much on my own. And so, or just me and my kids, with no one but just me and my vehicle. So, and it's gone great every time. Blessings. No flats, no stopping to pass go to collect 200, none of that. We just, and you know, ironically, I've run out of gas in other situations that I didn't think I would. And one trip coming cross country as well, but with my cousin. And very similar, but there is a patch of road coming across this side of the east side of U.S. When you come out of Pennsylvania, you can shoot across and come down across Ohio, and that drop down to get back into Texas. I'm just saying, or which I don't recommend it. Oh, hi, Fish. India. So thank you so much for joining me. And so, or you can drop down on this side of the U.S., on the eastern side, and come out of Pennsylvania and come down. It's where they would consider it to be Highway 59, Interstate 69, Interstate 20. It's a corridor. And every time I've ever taken that route, it has honestly been the worst choice I ever made. That time, particularly, with my cousin, we ran out of fuel. We ran off the road and got into an accident and ran into a mountain because on that side of the U.S., they've cut through the mountains to for the freeways to travel through. And so there's big patches of the highway that is literally, they're just through the mountains. And so long story short, that was the one of the craziest trips I've had. And it happened to be, and that's why I chose as many traveling as trips as I did, not to go that route, because yes, we also got pulled over by troopers before we ever got out of the state of Pennsylvania. The whole time I was ever there, lived there, never had any issues. Maybe one for speeding because I was from Texas, where we drive 100 miles an hour. And then I moved to the mountains where they drive 35 miles an hour. And so it was a big change for me. And I adapted after the first ticket, of course, because you're not allowed to do 70 there. That is an absolute no-no in Pennsylvania. Mountains and the roadways, they're quite different from Texas, who's flat. I've known flat. I didn't know what they call grids. So there's grids up there because you're traveling at grids, you're traveling on mountains. And so from experience, 70 is a big no-no in the mountains. So back to the story of the traveling in the Pennsylvania. The other time I remember distinctly was the saddest because it was with my children, and we got caught in a massive rainstorm. And so it was not just massive, it was one of those historical floods. And so those mountains that I was speaking of, how they, I don't know what I'm sorry, pyromancer. No, but I am a pathogen. I'm a love pathogen. I was sent here to infiltrate and penetrate and spread love frequencies to all that I encounter. And so they may spread those love frequencies to all that they encounter as well. And so that is my mission, is the love emission mission. But I do not know any pyromancer. And so we got caught in one of the historical floods of all time, and it was terrifying. We watched two sides of the highway, and we literally watched those mountains turned into waterfalls, and there was literally waterfalls coming off of the side of the mountains in front of us, washing the roads away. And so we watched it occur to the other side of the road. And guys, I'm not lying. I hammered down as fast as I could go, and I got me and those kids out of there. It was the most terrifying thing I ever went through, because not only was it torrential floods and we were watching it occur in front of our eyes, it was also torrential rains. So I could not see very well in front of my eyes, but I knew I had 6 kids with me that was depending on me to survive, and we did. It was scary. But again, I learned from both of those times. Those were the 2 worst trips. As many times as I traveled back and forth to Pennsylvania from Texas and vice versa, that I did not travel that route ever again. And I'll tell you another reason. Louisiana, when you travel that route and go on that side of the U.S., Interstate 20 is what they call it. You have to travel around across these bridges in Louisiana, and they're all water. Like, it's the longest bridges I've ever been over. They're like miles long, and terrifying because I don't like water and bridges and things of that sort, and a horrifying experience. So any traveling I do, I jet up and go on the west side, west coast traveling. Never had really any negative bad experiences as of yet. Definitely recommend staying to the central part of U.S. When traveling the roads, or like I say, a little bit west, but definitely don't do the east. Don't do the East Coast. Interstate 20 any of that traveling, for me was a big no-no. Don't recommend it, guys. Um, yeah, I'm so glad I survived both of those trips. And I'll tell you another traveling story. Um, this last time I did make a trip to Arizona, I hopped in my car and I took off. And like I say, it's like, no joke, 15 hours across Texas. It's desert, it's barren, it literally desert barren. There's nothing there, gas stations, etc. And from past experience, I had in my head that when I came back from Arizona, there was no way I was traveling that way, right? And so I had it in my head that I would come across and then drop down what I'm talking about through the middle of Texas and come back down that way versus across Texas. Don't ever do that, y'all. Please don't ever do that. That was the most terrifying, worst decision I ever made, because that is what they call old Route 66. And so Route 66 no longer exists. They shut Route 66 down. And so Route 66 is what they call the ghost town. And so literally that patch of freeway, highway that used to be heavily traveled no longer is traveled, guys. So there is nothing there. Nothing there. Again, from experience, don't try it. The only reason we made it was because my daughter had preloaded the GPS and it's stored in her phone, because there's no towers, there's no reception. You lose all reception. And I'm a stubborn girl, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. My GPS kept telling me turn around, turn around. I was like 100 miles in, and my GPS, my phone, was every time it would connect, it was like turn around, turn around, turn around. Hit Interstate 69. I think it was like telling me turn around, loop around, and I fought it every step of the way because I was like, I was determined that I was right, and I was wrong. No gas stations, so you're not going to get fuel, you're not going to get food. That route, like I say, it's a ghost town now. It's gone. Barren. Nothing is there. And so yeah, no food, no phone reception, and fuel. Like, don't go that way. Don't try to fight your GPS and try to go the old Route 66 unless you're prepared to get scared. Because we were. Interesting. It is 8:30 p.m. So it is not a.m. It is nighttime. p.m. I don't know why they shut down Route 66, but they've made movies about it. Cars, it's a Pixel movie, a Disney movie. It was one of my kids' favorite movies. And and that's about Route 66 too. And literally that it's a ghost town now. And it's so crazy because it is so like true to life to the movie. When you drive through it, it's so old-timey and everything, and how it's all shut down and all the buildings and stuff. It's interesting to see. Interesting tour if you like have it pre-mapped and you know where you're going and the route that you're going to travel, and then like I say, have a full tank of gas and get good gas mileage, something reliable, you're good to go. Go check out Route 66 by all means, but no, me never again. I'm good. I'm good. My one time, they keep talking about reopening it though. Yeah, no horror stories here. Sorry, guy. And more of a peaceful, loving, spreading love vibes, meditation, positivity, and creating music, because I do create my own music. And so what you hear in the background is my creation. It is me playing the instruments. And I have multiple different meditations that I've created. And they are available on my YouTube as well. And that is the still tongue frequency. That is the 333 love frequency. Still tongue drum. Live meditation. I have several different meditations available. Yeah, that's interesting that you just asked that question. Yeah, that's the still tongue drum. It's yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for sharing the love frequencies, because that's my goal. Is the love emission mission is to encourage, to share positivity and encourage each other and spread love vibes and love frequencies, because that's what it's all about. I've been inspired my whole life to be positive, but so much so by Michael Jackson and that song, The Man in the Mirror, because I truly believe that it's about the man in the mirror. Changing this world is changing it one person at a time. And it all starts with us, because our frequencies are reciprocated. So we send and receive to each other with those positive frequencies. Oh, about Area 51? I've heard a lot of things about Area 51. I've never actually went there. I've actually traveled past and through there. But I can say I am aware of and have experienced energies in that area, and I can't explain it myself. Whether it's maybe the mountains, the rocks, it's very red. There's a lot of petrified wood, like big trees. Literally, they're huge trees and they're rocks. And I really wish I would have got more pictures of the time that I did spend there. But it's hard to explain, and it's quite an experience. The only way I could explain it to you is, and describe it to you, is like it's just a huge petrified forest. So explain that one too. That doesn't quite make sense. But desert and huge remains of trees that are rocks that were massive and gigantic, like the giant redwood trees. And so that whole area of the U.S. is it's hard to explain. It's quite an experience, though. And again, just from my ancestors and people that I've known, I've heard quite a different few stories about Area 51. And it does have its own complete feel to it, its own vibe. And it's creepy. It is very creepy. What do you know about any happenings in the U.S. on the Area 51? And I do believe the stories that I've heard myself. I have no reason to disbelieve it. It has not been disproved to be, so that's my take on it. It hasn't, so if there's something there, does that make sense? Because if there wasn't something there, where did the stories come from? There's an origin, a source, right? So, worth investigating. What do you think? Be right back, y'all. This is one of my many instruments, y'all. And this is the one that's playing right now. This is the steel tongue drum. This is what you hear in the background. My steel tongue drum that I'm playing on the meditation. And also I use And so I love creating those vibes and music for my meditation. Thank you so much. I enjoy doing it. And so I have a lot of different instruments that I play during my meditations. And so my children are in a different variety of places. My daughters do not live at home. Both of them have, well, one's getting married in January, and my oldest daughter has twins, and she has her own place. And then my youngest son has his own place. Yes, I do yoga and I do meditation, and I live by it. I swear by it. And couldn't live without either one of those, meditation and yoga. And so my youngest son has his own place and lives with his girlfriend. They have their own place. And then 3 of my sons live here on the 5-acre estate with me. One lives here in the main house, and he is at work. And one lives in a studio apartment on the 5 acres, and he is with his brother, who lives in a 2-bedroom apartment here on the estate with his wife and children. And they all went out to eat. And so 2 of my sons are together out to eat. So they're not home. Oh, yes. And, yeah, so I do both. I follow and promote. Highly recommend both. I actually have a live yoga platform on Facebook, and it is subscribe for yoga tips and so on and so forth, live yoga. And then, of course, the meditation. I make the meditations, the live meditations, and again, highly recommend them. And so, I hope you enjoyed that little sample of one of my many instruments that I have. And I will share them with you as we go. And play them for you also as well as we go along. I enjoy playing music and creating music. I also have a collection of little singing bowls as well. It is very divine. They are divine vibes. Meditation is so beneficial. Make them sing as well. But I'm not doing well right now. It's best to hold them in your hand. And my bowl probably is sleepy and needs cleaned. It's dusty. And it's been too long. But they sing. Each bowl sings. They have its own sound. Sometimes you can hear them louder than others. This one, my apologies. It's not a happy bowl. I haven't spent time with it lately. Hi, hello, Matrabant. Oh, I hope not. Not all. Some are, some are not, but I think that's everywhere you go. And everything. Be right back. And I'll answer more questions on that meditation. And so, back to meditation. I recommend and I start my day with meditation because when you first awake is when you are most receptive and open and your mind is clear. And so if you have to get up to use the restroom, but then return to bed, and while you, within the first few minutes of waking, and there's many different ways. A lot of times you can link your meditation to your zodiac sign. For instance, I'm a Pisces, and so one of my favorite things to relate and to connect to is water. So I will close my eyes and imagine floating on water, walking to it, floating through it, things of that nature. Uh, Someone who might be a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, might feel more comfortable imagining a flame or a fire because they are drawn to fire as it's your element. And so, so on and so forth. Someone who is an air sign might feel connected, flying through the air, floating through the clouds, things of that nature. And so I have found that your zodiac sign does play a big role in that. And so it might help you to be more open to meditation when you close your eyes. And you can try different things, like I say. Just because you are an air sign, you might find that imagining water drops and rain might be soothing to you, or even fire and flame, candles, a fire sign, because you might have a predominant fire sign in your zodiac, or predominant water signs in your zodiac as well, because you have to remember we are a combination of all of those different elements. We are all elements and different combinations of those. We just have different percentages that we're drawn to, like I say, the water, the fire, for instance. So those are some good things that I have learned to help me, to help to clear my mind and go into a deep meditation, as well as, uh, hey Scorpio, hey Virgo, love you guys. So you can close your eyes, and it's almost like a chamber, and you can drop down once you are um, visualizing and imagining, and just kind of let your eyes float backwards in your mind, uh, and about to the midway of the mind, just behind the eyes. And once you let your focus and your vision drop out of that area and back into the mind, and visualize, imagining that, it helps you to drop into a deep meditation. That's a very good technique, and everyone has it, because your focus is almost as if you're removing yourself from the current present here now, and dropping back into yourself, into that black, that blank, that space that we have all available to us, which is another good one. Reminded me is to help you to get into that space, is to, you can force your mind to go blank by using the words blank and repeating the words blank continuously to the mind until it does go blank, because that is one of your key techniques and reasonings and purposes for meditation, is to go to that complete inner peace, that complete inner blank, blackness. So second one, the word black, B-L-A-C-K, black. Once you completely go black in your mind, and you repeat the word black, 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 with your eyes closed, of course. Black, black. These are deep meditations too, because I know there are people that will do walking meditations completely, keep your eyes open, things of that nature. That's a further technique, but we're talking about the peaceful, meditative, your state. So the word black, B-L-C-A-C-K. Once you repeat that, program that to the mind over and over again, then the mind does tend to go black. So there's a black state that your mind goes into. And generally, then you're breathing, because you're going to be always, this is something that's not taught in school either. Definitely not here in the U.S. They leave this out. The nose is for breathing, and the mouth is for eating. Always breathe through the nose. So even with your deep breathing, always through the nose, breathing through the nose, because the oxygen is going to go straight to the brain, and we're all about oxygen. And so always remember that in your breathing. And so your breathing is going to become a focus as well, and you just kind of go deeper into the meditation. And space. Space is a good one. I really enjoy, and that's kind of getting into that astral projection area as well, and that is to go deep into space, and so I really enjoy getting deep into the meditation, and even in the very beginning, you can imagine floating in space, uh, floating in the nebulas, the purples and pinks, and purples and blues uh, in space. And you can even imagine the little asteroids floating by, spinning by as you're just floating into space. And when you go to those areas in your mind and that deepness, it's such a peaceful state in space and floating and in the stars. And so it's difficult, so to speak, to force yourself back into this realm, into the everyday hustle bustle, this bill due, that, this going on, because it's such a peaceful state, and I can't express to you how beneficial it is. And when you reach that state, uh, it is something you'll be addicted to, I promise to you, indeed. And I have someone scratching at my door. Hold on one sec, I'll be right back, y'all. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Interesting. I like it. Still scratching at the door. We have an emergency again. Hold on. Right back. My apologies again. Someone had to have this dinner. I believe so. I do believe so. I would have to look that up. But it sounds good to me, huh? Thank you, Coyote. So tell me more about yourself, Coyote. Hot water. I love my hot water. Hot water with copper sticks inserted. Awesome. Anything I can do to pass it on? My pleasure. Absolutely. I'm ancient and only just beginning. I'm hardwired and built tough to last. Myself. We're actually all ancient and been here a long time, whether we realize it or not. The young, the old, and the in-between. What is a widowmaker? Does that mean surgery? Like bypass surgery, heart surgery? Is that what a widowmaker is? I'm just guessing. Coyote. And I'm curious what a widowmaker is. That's not good. You should be very grateful to be alive. I would be, if I were you. Oh, my apologies. I know. I live here. How can I not know? I have lived here since the year 2004, and I have encountered many things in my life that would send chills through most. A lot. Hi, Arrow. Gotta say it right. Do you have the hickers? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Oh, my darling, I'm sorry. I absolutely understand. That must have been something to go through. It's a good thing you didn't pass out, though. I know a lot about ghosts and energies. What do you know about ghosts and energies? Can I tell you a ghost story? I have lots of those. Yes, I bet it did cause anxiety. Any medical, I believe, bump in the road causes us anxiety because we're used to moving along at a certain speed, and those medical bumps in the road throw everything off in our realm, in our reality, and are generally quite expected. And unfortunately, are undetected, and it's too late until something does happen. There's no warning signs. It just kind of creeps up and comes out of nowhere. And so, unfortunate. My apologies you went through that. Oh, wow. That must have hurt, too. Painful. Yes, and our diet has a lot to do with that. Even though some things are hereditary, It also can be controlled through our diet and what we eat and what we drink, hence the hot water. And I highly recommend fruits, vegetables, things of that nature, smoothies. I love to drink my aloe vera smoothies, so I grow the aloe vera and then I make my own homemade smoothies. And so it helps us to stay clean and pure, and so we don't have a lot of blockages within our arteries, because it'd be a horrible experience to go through. So, a ghost story, huh? I'll tell you a ghost story. So, in my younger years, before I had my children, we moved. My children's father, and I moved. Oh no, smoking. Uh, yeah, smoking and tobacco's a no-no. That's not good. I smoked once upon a time and I quit. And so I'm so happy to be cigarette free. I believe 2011, somewhere around in there, was the last time I smoked. And such a blessing. My mother quit as well. And so I'm so happy and blessed that she quit smoking. And she smoked a lot. So, yes, yes, thank you. And so in my younger years, we moved into this house, and I don't remember if, because it was his mother's house, and I don't know if she pre-warned us or if after telling her our experiences that she, concurred everything and confirmed everything we had gone through. So, but there was so many different things that went on in that house. And so one would be, not only would our pet literally sit in our living room and act as though he was watching something walk through the house, at the same time you would also get a cold feeling, a cold breeze, a cold air through the house. As the animal, my dog, would do this and act as though there was something or someone walking through the house. And so many different experiences would happen. Another one would be the lights. The lights would go on and off. And then one night, my husband had went to bed before me early. I guess he was tired or whatever. And so I was younger. I mean, hey. And so I was feeling frisky, and so I decided I was going to wake him up, y'all. And so I got in bed with him, and I remember I snuggled up behind him, and I kind of nudged on his back a little bit to wake him up. And when I did, a pillow, literally, it flew and it hit me on my back. And it scared me so much. I couldn't even breathe. I couldn't talk. I couldn't say anything. I was so terrified. I was just kind of petrified, And so I just kind of rolled over and kind of went, to my side of the bed and froze. I didn't move. I didn't say anything because, of course, he didn't wake up either. I guess he was really tired because I was so scared too, y'all. And just so many weird things would happen in that house. And so we would tell her about it, and then she informs us that, yeah, the little man that she bought the house from, or the woman, the little man built the house or something, or done that addition where that room was, and he passed away there. And so not only her, my husband's mom, but the woman who sold them the house also had similar experiences, a haunting of that house. And so I am on an iPhone. And so, that being said, the creepiest house, such creepy experiences all the time in that house that we had until we moved. And then we moved later on, years down the road, and we had children, and we're attending this church, and such odd occurrences happened to us in that home. And at this point, I had 3 children. I had my twins at this point, and I can't even begin to. Some of the stories are haunting. Just demons, very strong demon influence, and so my husband was very concerned about it, and so he talked to our pastor about it, and our pastor set aside an evening to come over and to talk with us. And as soon as he walked in, I'm not making this story up, no exaggeration, even the slightest, right? And so he walks into our house, and as soon as he walks into our house, he immediately stepped back, and he said, "Do you mind if I walk through your home?" And we said, "Sure, go right ahead." And so he walked through our house, back and forth and around, and he said, "Whatever is going on here in this home," he said, "it's in that hall closet, that room back there in that closet. There's something in there." He said, "It's very bad, whatever it is." He said, "It's a very strong demon present." And at the end of this hallway was a closet, and to one side was my twins' room, and to the other side was my stepson's bedroom. And so sure enough, the husband heeded the warning, and we went to the closet, and sure enough, y'all, there was a Ouija board in that hall closet, and it was the stepson's, and it had been his belongings, and so my husband, he instantly knew that's exactly what it was, and so he removed the Ouija board. Ouija's how they call them. Um, but yeah, that's a very um, clear experience that I've had, hands down, and visually seen demons, literally visually seen demons within that premises. And it's so amazing that, like I said, that priest, he had no idea. He had no clue. He had not been to our home. And he walked straight to that room, and he directly pointed it out. And he put oils, anointing oils, all around that area in that room. And yeah, that was amazing. That was one of the scary, amazing stories. Hi. Real life ghost stories. And so this house here is as well the builder and the owner of this home, actually who designed it and was firsthand in building it, which is my mother-in-law. She passed away here in this home, and actually in this room is where she began this happening, and then she passed in a separate room that's down the hallway, is where they laid her body and to rest, and she passed in that room. Apparently, it's the story, is how it goes, and so that being said, um, this is where she passed, and it is her influence is very heavily here. I've known that since I moved here, and so I just don't put a lot of energy into it anymore. Um, Back at one time, I had a housekeeper, and who had come here to help cleaning with the 6 children, and even prior, before we had moved in here, and instantly she knew it was haunted. She came back the first time after cleaning here, and told us that she would no longer be coming to this home to clean by herself. That if we wanted her in future references to come here to clean, someone would have to be here present with her in the home before she would enter it again. Um, Quote unquote, no joke. Yeah, she got the chicken fire scared out of her too. I remember one time I was walking through the kitchen, and uh, yes, apparently they do, and I was unbeknownst to me, because I'm from the world of light, and like I say, a love pathogen, and so I'm about love and light, and very much light frequencies, which will always overpower the dark. Don't ever forget that. So much so that it even shines through the void. That's why you see the stars shining, because the light is so bright and intense that the darkness can't block it out. So lightness and goodness will always prevail. And and so that being said, I was in a mood, a particular, and I don't know. She just really been um, pushing me, the spirit, and being quite hard on me. And so I had made all the kids their dinners. That one of the favorites was beans and rice and sausage. Had made the plates, and so on and so forth. Not shocked, because I'm telling stories. And so I was walking through the kitchen, and as I was walking through the kitchen with 2 bowls in my hand of beans and rice that were hot, mind you, because I had just cooked these beans and rice. As I was walking, it was almost like I literally hit a wall, and they both literally flipped straight towards me, to my hands, to me, and on me. So many things like that have happened to me in this house, amongst other things. I have people, more than one person has told me that they will not be in this house alone, no matter what, under no circumstances. Uh, I had a friend once in this particular room, had come in to use the restroom, and got the scare of his life. It's amongst my son, because I've heard them tell stories, and I've had experiences, not gonna lie, that were creepy. But apparently, a little statue. I don't know all the story in the detail, but whatever this statue um, turned and looked or done to this person, they were terrified. And again, they said they will never enter this room, this area, or ever come into my home again unless they are accompanied by someone. And, so, guys, is why I'm telling you this too, is I have no fear of these things, because again, I am such a force of pure light, and I've always known that since I was a child. So there's just not anything that I fear, me personally. Um, I fear for others, um, and those close to me, definitely, because we have ones, our loved ones, and those that are close to us that we care about. But I know I have a greater force behind me and with me and at my beck and call at any given time. And so, that being said, we are one, and we are one energy, and we all have been created by that one force, that one source, that one energy. And because without that, you would cease to exist. So if you didn't even have that one drop of light within you, within your being, you would not be here, back to dust, dust to dust. And so the darkness would go to the darkness, and the light would go to the light. And once your source of light has gone back with the source creator, Buddha, Allah, God, Jehovah, creator, whatever you want to refer to as, uh, then you're not here. You don't cease to your energy. And again, to explain, we all have light and darkness, and we all have a given choice of what percentage of light and dark we choose to be. Some choose to be predominantly dark, some choose to be light. I've always chosen to be predominantly light and a part of the dominant light. So, and again, it still all loops back to one. Even in all books of religion, because I don't believe in religion either. I believe that the religion causes the separation. There is no separation. There is only one. All the stories, all the books refer to floods. There's certain common denominators within those stories. And so that being said, that tells you that those stories are one story that has been separated, and there is only one. Again, energies. Energies and entities. They all exist. And all at different levels. Same way as, of course, there's static energy that's right here in the air. It's around all the time in low levels. And then there's, excuse me, solar energy. There's nuclear energy. There's electrical energy that travels through power lines, through grids, through our homes. They're all energy. They're just different types and different levels of energies. Same way as entities, ghosts, people, still one. And speaking of that energy, guys, Vanakkam, Tamil, Vanakkam. I am ready to go make that aloe smoothie. I have some fresh harvested aloe vera leaves and some fresh blueberries, some mango, a carrot, some grapefruit, all different kinds. You're so very welcome. And I'm going to throw them all together in my smoothie. You got the hiccups again? Did they ease up? This is my rescue baby. I rescued this little guy and saved him. And now he's my best friend. And he's a teacup Doberman pinscher. And he's a sweetheart. He's the best guy ever. And I love him so much. I wake up to his loves in the morning. He's a sweetheart. Yes, he is. He stays close to me always. And I have enjoyed so much. It's a greeting. Greetings. Greetings to you. What is it, little man? What is it, little man? Getting close to the edge. But that smoothie entails a little bit of work. So I have to peel all the aloe. And prep all my little fruits. And my veggie, my carrot, and garlic, because I put garlic in there as well. I would take it along with me to make it perhaps another time. Nanbam. Nanbam. Cool. Be right back, y'all. I'm Seminole. My great grandmother was a slave, and so she was purchased by a white man for $1.18 because they paid a penny per pound, and he fell in love with her and bought her for her rhubarb pie. And so he brought her home and, of course, had children with her as well. And so that's how we all come along. And so the Seminole tribe were that out of Florida area in Punxsutawney. And so I just wanted to share another one of my little singing bowls with y'all. They work better. Let me take it off of its stand. Because the stands, you can play them on the stands, but it's best to put them in your hand so they connect with you. Because they're singing bowls. Can you hear them sing? Because they sing, the bowls sing. They'll do better. I'm a little rusty. But I love my singing bowls. And so, my beautiful singing bowls, I use on my meditations as well. I just wanted to share those with you. Yes, my tribe, was Seminole, like I say. So that's how we came to be. Let me go put this way. Be right back, y'all. Right. Right back, y'all. I'm gonna put this guy in this little bed. Okay. Here we go. Hmm. There's an Indian reservation near where we live here in Texas, and so we would always go there as children with my family, and then also on field trips, because the school would take us there on field trips as well. So it was always enjoyable to go to the Indian reservation and watch all the tribal dances and shows. Always very interesting. Sometimes there would be fire dancers as well. It's pretty cool. Probably kind of like powwows. I'm not sure what that means. No. I wish I could say yes. A job vacancy. My company's downsizing, actually. Sadly so. I'm an heir to a family business that is currently for sale. I'm not happy about. I don't want it sold. And so, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. I wish I could just buy my other heirs out. That would be happy. I cannot hire you at this time. Again, we're downsizing. Our staff has actually decreased recently. Interesting that you mentioned eagles and soaring around trees. Coyote. I like eagles and trees. And when they circle overhead. ancestors, like the cardinals, the red cardinals, and the crows. The crows know. And the eagles always soar. Yes, crows are extremely smart. Very intelligent birds indeed. I'm tired. It's been a long day. And I need my smoothie to pick me up. I don't know, I might not make it. It's getting late. It's like 10 o'clock already. And the music is very relaxing. I'm not being prejudiced at all, though. And that's what I was looking at. I've been on an hour and 40 minutes. It's a pretty long live, y'all. It's a great live, though. I enjoy hanging out and vibing with y'all. And chatting. Answering all the questions. Spreading some love frequencies. Even though I am tired. But it's been one of those tiring days, so. Oh, yeah. Oh, drove for 6 hours. Oh, wow. That's a long drive. Are you in the field of driving? I'm guessing. Are you some sort of transport driver? Is that how you managed to drive for 6 hours? Oh, cool. That sounds interesting. So is it a specific kind or just a variety of different cars? Absolutely. Share, share, share. I want to hear. Oh, wow. What the heck? That's interesting. That is definitely an array of vehicles, but very cool vehicles. Much more than just cars or pickup trucks to dealerships or to the little dispensary things. Because that's a thing now. Like the little cars is just like they're a dispensary. You order your car and you go to the little dispensary box and pick it up. Fleets. Nice. Very nice. Spirit experience. Let's go. Go Coyote. Four years old. Wow. That is young. Hey, bro. Thank you so much. So sweet. So what did you choose to play with? Thank you so much. Huh. That sounds pretty cool. Pirates with tattoos. I used to, but no, I haven't played any video games in a long time. Sounds like fun. It's a good choice for a boy. Play with pirates. Sounds like a good choice. Captain Hook, Peter Pan, and Tinkerbell. On a pirate ship, setting sail. Away, away. That's creepy. Did you just see the shadow? I did. There's nothing in here. The little dog's in the other room. Hey, Sergio. Thank you for joining the live. I used to be an angel. Interesting answer. Hi, Miami, Florida. I love Florida. I had every intention of going back there and moving there one day, but it's just hard. I'm so tied to this place. One day, maybe. Never know. The best is yet to come. What happened, Coyote? What happened? Tell us. We're waiting for the next saga of the story. I had the best watermelon fresca last night. It was so delicious. I want another one, but they'd be closed by the time I got there now. They close at like 11. And it's every bit of a 40-minute drive to get back to that place. But it was just like drinking a watermelon, y'all. I swear it's like someone just stuck a straw right in the side of a watermelon and made it into a drink. It was so good. Yeah. Oh, wow. It sounds scary. Hmm. Sounds like a terrifying experience, especially for a child. Unforgettable experience, huh? Hi, Jenny. Great one. Jenny's like, what? How did I come into this mix? I just jumped on to say hi. Welcome in, Jenny. Thanks so much for joining the live chat. Welcome in. Come on in. Sit down. Ride with us. So nice. Companionship's great, huh? Everyone having boot weather where they're from. Y'all got your boots on and out, and your stockings. They got stockings and boots. Very good. Smart guidance there. Hey, Sergio. Where are you from, Sergio? I'm in Texas. I'm just outside of Houston. We got Florida here. We got San Antonio here. We had India, but I think they left. They were from India. Jenny, where are you from? Where are you joining us from? Everyone, tell us where you're coming from. Into the live chat. Where you at? Where you at? Come on, Sergio, where you at? And Jenny, where y'all at? Where you from? I'm just outside of Houston. H-Town, Space City, Drama Town. Really, that's very interesting. Oh, wow. What a coincidence, huh? Small world. India is still with us. Did we scare Jenny away? Where are you from, Jenny? I think we creeped Jenny out. And Sergio's not answering either. Sergio, where are you joining us from? Jenny, where are you joining us from? Where are y'all guys at? Would I marry you? Where are you from, Sergio? Are you in the United States? But of course. Oh, Canada, yeah. Love Canada. Such a beautiful country up there, huh? Absolutely. We know this, India. We've already been talking about it. Lots of abnormalities in this house, indeed. Someone died, which is right behind me. Right here. Over here. Right there. Someone died right there, literally. I'm not exaggerating. It is what it is. Or began their descent and finished it just that way. That direction. Well, that direction. Right there, behind there. Behind this area, that corner. This corner, this direction where I'm pointing. And just on the other side of these walls is where they actually passed away. They were carried to another room over here where they passed away. Paranormal, abnormal, yeah, paranormal. I know. I already know. I'm fully aware. Fully aware and fully not a scare. I'm not afraid. I've been here a while. Hey, Queen. I have been here since 2004, So I've had many encounters in this house, as well as others who refuse to come here alone for fear uh, from their experiences as well. Yeah, same here, Coyote. It's no shocker. No shocker at all. Be right back, y'all. One sec. I have lots of stories and lots of spiritual experiences and encounters. I use Cash App and I think I have Chime. I haven't used any in so long. I used to have like a Venmo, but like I say, I haven't updated any of them because, well, my Cash App is my only one I've used. in a while. And then the chime. The chime comes in handy as well. Oh yeah, PayPal. I think I have a PayPal account, but again, I haven't used it in a long time. I think maybe my TikTok is linked to PayPal somehow. I don't know. I've never received anything from TikTok, so not anything I've ever utilized. Oh, and then on the phone, yeah, I have the iPhone. So I have the, I forget what it's called now. But you can use your phone, Apple Pay, yeah. Apple Pay. All digital. It's great. So great. It's crazy. Just have money with no paper involved. Pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't used PayPal either. What does that mean? Nandan Nalifatani Nalkani Nalkani Nandan Nalkani. Is UPI inverter. Nope. He's honest. Honesty is the best policy, you know. I'm just saying. He's not trying to BS anyone. Cash App and Chime is what I use. They're great apps. But even they track you. All of them track you. They find a way. It's because they're nosy. Yep, everything's tracked. Interesting, I do not watch TV myself. Rarely, every once in a while, I will watch TV. But that being said, guys, I'm going to get ready to wrap this live up and give my mom her nightly call. I always call my mom and tell her good night and see how her day has gone. Even though, and even on, the days that I spend with her, as I did spend the day, the afternoon, with my mom, I still like to call her and end my night on a positive note, telling my mom that I love her and to rest well. Thank you so much, Coyote. Thank you so much for joining me on this live. I enjoyed chatting with everyone, and I look forward to joining you again soon. And if you like my vibe, don't forget to smash that subscribe. And if you click the little bell, it will notify you when I drop something new. I appreciate you, each and every one of you. And don't forget, always share your love frequency with all that you encounter. My apologies. Much eternal love. Many eternal blessings. Have a most peaceful night's sleep and a most wonderful day if you are just beginning your day in India and a spectacular weekend ahead.